Welcome to the Scott Ballard Show here on the Warrior Sports Network. Coach Ballard joins us today. A little bit different format this year. Coach is going to join us a couple times each week, keeping all of Warrior Nation up to date on everything going on with the Winona State women's basketball program. And first of all, Coach, two non-conference games you've already started with, 2 wins for the Warriors. A good way to get the season started, 2-0, even though I know you're not entirely pleased with the way those 2 games went.
Well, you know, it's typical early season games. What's really challenging and difficult with these early season games, one, they are exhibition games for St. Mary's and lacrosse. And so they have nothing to lose and everything to gain, which, you know, it's the same situation we're in when we play the Division I teams. But you know, there's no film. They haven't played any games this year, and there's personnel changes, you know, from one year to the next with graduation and whatnot. So you don't know much about them other than trends of their defensive philosophy in the past, or maybe some of their favorite offensive sets and stuff like that. But as far as personnel, the best scouting report is the first half. And you know, there is a trend from our first 2 exhibition games, or not exhibition games, but regular season games, in that we played a much better second half than we did the first half. And I think a lot of that can be contributed to becoming more familiar with their personnel, adjustments that we make at halftime with what we've seen take place in the first half, and you know, just being more consistent.
One of the big things that has stuck out in the first 2 games, obviously, is the play of Abby Busch, a senior with a lot of experience. She has 21 points in both games, someone who's been really playing well and leading that offense early.
Well, I'm happy for Abby. She, you know, she was a really good player for us a year ago, but was kind of overshadowed with all the balance that we had and the 3-point shooters, and Michelle Tobin, you know, stepped up, had a great senior year. But Abby is a really good player in her own rights, and she's gotten off to a really good start. We need to develop balance because people are going to, you know, try to collapse on her and make her do more from the perimeter, which she has improved that part of her game. But these first 2 regular season games, you know, we probably had an advantage inside against both teams, and so, you know, we put Abby in a really good position to get a lot of touches, drive the ball to the basket, get to the free throw line. And then, as we've seen against lacrosse, she caught the ball a few times against the zone down in the left baseline corner and was still able to drive to the basket. And but Abby has also been really important to us because she's a really good defender, really good rebounder, and she has probably, at this point in time, been our best player in terms of creating shot opportunities, scoring opportunities for her teammates, because she's picking and choosing good times to dribble drive her person and get to a gap, and she's improved her passing skills a lot too.
It's a Warrior squad that has a lot of returning experience in Abby, in Tessa Wells, Kelsey Andrus, and Kate Hartman. But Warrior fans have also, I'm sure, realized that there's a lot of fresh faces on the floor for the Warriors this year. 7 freshmen who have been getting some significant playing time.
Well, I don't know if I can remember all their names yet because there is so many of them, and they are new. But you know, we've got a talented freshman class, but they're still freshmen. And as typical freshmen are, they show bright moments of brilliancy, and then not too long after that, they show you how much that they don't know. But consistency is always a challenge for new people, whether they're freshmen or transfers. Learn a new system, a new philosophy, new teammates, all that kind of stuff plays into the dynamics of it. But you know, they're getting their feet wet, and we're trying to, you know, put them in spots and games that will allow them to have some success, so that their confidence will grow, and they'll get more comfortable and more confident as the season goes along. But you know, the way we look at things right now is we have 2 more non-conference games before our conference schedule kicks in, and we'll open up on the road, 3 straight road games, and one's at Upper Iowa, our travel partner. Then the next 2 are against the top 2 teams in our league with Concordia and Mankato. And Mankato's averaging 101 points a game right now. It's early, but that speaks volumes to how skilled and talented they are. And right now we're averaging about 53 points a game, something like that. So our defense is definitely ahead of our offense at this time. But we're gonna work the kinks out and address some things, and we may even change our rotation a little bit, or who we start with and who comes off the bench. We're still experimenting and trying to find out who's more comfortable in what situations, and which that also means that they're more confident. But we got a lot to work on at both ends of the floor. I feel good about where our half-court defense is progressing to. We just have to develop depth. Offensively, we've got a lot of kinks in the armor, you might say. But we've got 2 weeks to work on those things, and I expect to see a lot of improvement there.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a fun first 2 games, and you mentioned 2 more non-conference games just coming right around the corner. Coach will be back later in the week to talk about the upcoming non-conference schedule. Thanks for joining us on the Scott Ballard Show here on the Warrior Sports Network.